From the loop to the live.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
See that.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster, baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. What a week, man.
Bro.
What a week. What a week. What a
yesterday.
Week. Yeah, what a day yesterday.
Man, yesterday was full of thrills, spills, and bills.
Reels, bills. Okay.
We're going to talk about all the things.
And bills.
All the things. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Freestyle Friday, man.
This show is really all about what's on your mind. See, if y'all notice all our subjects, it's really about what's on your mind.
Freestyle Friday is what's on your mind?
No.
Motivational Monday, that's what's on your mind?
Yeah. Because what motivates you? That's what's on my mind.
Okay.
Then
that might be in your heart.
While
what motivates you might be, you might be motivated by your heart, not your mind.
But it's still, your mind controls everything.
You start the first thing.
Yeah.
As soon as you get on air, you want to confuse the people.
What day of the week? Because you don't know what day it is.
And then you got to tell to clean it up. You know,
every day is the same. There really is no difference between any of the days.
Don't eat the swine, my brother.
Oh man. And it's true. It's true. But one thing we did this week that we didn't talk about was we went to Stetson and we talked to some students at Stetson University.
I wish I would have invited.
Yeah. I hate to call them students, but
future lawyers.
Yes.
Students. What?
Man, these people got their bachelor degrees. These people don't be. These are grown adults.
But they're still in school.
They still in school.
Okay. They college students. Okay.
Well, look, hold on, y'all. Let me brace
myself. That's in the name.
Let me brace myself. I see what kind of day it's about to be.
That's in the name. Okay. That's in the name. Yeah, they college students.
They are in college.
Yes.
Students. So does that mean that they're students? Okay. So we talked to them. It's the Jacob's Law Clinic.
Yes.
And so it was probably about 10 folks in the room.
Yes, it was. Like
and you're right. You're right. It was a mix of students and then some faculty,
professors, staff, and junior staff, like the people who were helping them. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know what I was walking into. Yeah, I got a message from Brother John. Hey, did you check your email?
Yeah.
Like, what, man? I'm lost in email.
My crew just leave me out.
No, the lady invited us because we've been working with her.
She started her invite about Charles Park Neighborhood Association.
We've been working.
Okay. Good morning.
We met the ladies.
That's what she wanted us to talk about.
Good morning, Charles Park.
But you know what though? You're right.
We could have brought you.
Yeah, we could have absolutely brought
you. Then they would have been like, "Where is she there?"
Oh, who is this?
So they had directed questions. These people
really
did their research on us.
Yeah.
These people had, like I say, it was.
I felt like I was like,
it was interrogation.
I felt like
it was an interrogation or consultant moment that was under duress.
I felt a little underdressed when I walked in there. I was like, hey man, but how y'all got this thing set up? I should have put on some clothes.
Yeah, we was kind of a big thing, you know.
Yeah, it was a big deal, but it was amazing. They were inspired. We were able to give them
the Jacob's Law Clinic.
The Jacob's Law Clinic. We was able to give them some nuggets, man.
Okay.
And
sprinkle me.
They was asking some real good questions, man.
Them people was on it.
And it just think about it now. Now, as I'm sitting here reflecting on it, the fact that we're getting interviewed by law students, right? And they mind is blown about the work.
This is what let me frame.
Thank you.
Our relationship starts due to Child's Park, and we had a plan.
Yeah.
In our plan, we did an asset map. An asset map is when you take a geographical area and look for assets.
Right.
And we did that in Child's Park. We stood in Child's Park, did an 8-mile circle or 5-mile, whatever the radius.
Yeah.
And we noticed that we had a lot of colleges and institutions within our asset map.
Right.
And one of the goals was to build relationships, right? Connect with them, find ways to help them get involved with us and vice versa.
Yep.
And that's how we met Stetson.
Yeah.
Started working with the Jacob's Law Clinic. It may have been 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
And then,
but that's also when another part of that was like that's where USF came in, that's where Eckerd College came in, and so it was like this. When we did the map, it's like, okay, how can we make connections with these people? P-Tech, we had P-Tech was on the map, so it's like that institutional support. And thank you for Mr. Edmund for your execution, because he really was the one who was going out and making that stuff happen. Yeah,
it was like a challenge.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, man,
how can we connect?
How can we connect with these schools, man? These
Yeah.
people got all the resources, bro. And you know, I had like a little spill.
Yeah.
I had a spill to it,
and you know, I was sold, and then it was like, okay, well, go do it.
That sounds like
that sounds like me. That's something.
Like you
like, that's a great idea, brother.
You
when you gonna get started?
And I'll meet you there when you finish.
Meet you there. Absolutely, I'll support you anywhere I can. But when you gonna get started?
No,
and that's why it sounds like a challenge.
No, you'll support.
Yeah,
he'll support the whole.
No, you'll support. It's spirit and motivation. Yes. You just say, I'll support you any way I can.
Yeah.
No.
Not by being there. But I'll be there when I need to be.
Right.
But most times I don't need to
but
be.
that's one of the blessings about working with Brother John, because he's the one that's going to push you out your comfort zone to walk into those rooms and be like, hey man, tell them who you is.
Yeah. That's right. And then he get enough.
Hey, this is who I am.
This is who I am. And but then when he start, it's like, hey, that's it. Like,
they really been there for us. They helped us, like, and I told them before I left, hey man, thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
y'all helped us really navigate. We had to be citizen scientists on this Smell Something, Say Something thing. And because of the Jacobs Law Clinic and Stetson College, we didn't have to be our own lawyers. Right. We had support. Because you know what they say, the man who's his own lawyer has a fool for a client.
That's right.
That's right. So it was important that we built. I didn't even know about the Jacobs Law Clinic. I didn't even know what help these people could give us.
Right. That's right.
I had no idea. Right. I think Professor Scully.
Judith Scully. Shout out.
I think you know Scully was important. You know, going to their little Thrive meetings, the TRVE meetings, things like that. You know, just really getting involved, right?
Yeah.
Not just asking them to get involved with us, but also attempting to try to participate with what they had going on.
Right.
And then it became like a mutual. Okay, what y'all need?
Right.
Let me see if I can call somebody for you.
Yeah.
Because it became like a mutual back and forth.
And then the other piece of it too was like, okay, well, y'all need a letter, y'all need a comment letter.
Yep.
We'll write the letter for you, y'all approve it. And so it's been an amazing relationship. And so to receive that invitation to come in was amazing. And
I'm proud of you fellas.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm proud of you.
No more.
But I'm still proud
all
of
is forgiven. Also, I'm proud of everybody who was doing Great American Teaching. Like I saw a lot of Great American Teaching.
Also, it was around that time. I see the theme.
I forgot about that.
She kind of probably slid us in and just ain't call it that.
But I see the theme.
But yeah, the Great American Teaching was happening. I
used to do it every year, but go ahead.
I saw a picture. I saw one of the
we
pictures of you on the memories or something.
Oh, that was memories.
Yeah. Okay. But shout out to you. but great. And then I seen like Jay Solomon. He posted his Great American
Teaching. Good job, Jay, man. Major salute, bro.
James Swain. James Swain. Man, I seen James and James had the water resources truck out there.
Listen, James is a beast, man. I sat and listened to James Failures Ain't Felons interview. Bro, James took off.
Yeah.
Man, James took off, man. James said some stuff that had me like, whoa.
Yeah, them failures ain't. And was it Cassie? Is that?
Cassie is the host.
Yeah, and man, them questions be on point.
Yeah. Cassie knows
I think the way what I've seen that makes those good is the interviewer, because the interviewer have a lot to do with how you bring it out. So it's a good program, man. Good
but thank y'all for the Great American Teaching. Thank you all the teachers, staff, and supporters, right? And then even thank the people who are attempting to keep the staff and teachers in line, right? Earlier this week, yesterday, I made a post.
Wait, we just gonna go into that? We
there now. Forget it.
No, I wanted to let the people know how they can help, because then we're going to ride. Then we're going to ride. We'll take them on the ride.
So we'll talk about it.
Look, we got to go gas up. We got to get the support, and then we're gonna definitely get into like the thing. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what Goliath Davis, what's happening with him. We have the city council vote yesterday on the One Community Grocery Co-op resources. And I seen this thing with Trump saying that the Democrats chose the hard way.
And I want to talk about district race in Tampa where only 11% of registered voters voted, and I want to talk about it.
And we're going to talk about all of that.
Talk about it.
But not the 11%. The number just came out.
Okay.
Of how many people actually went out and voted for that particular race.
I hear that. And so, but before we do that, we want to make sure that y'all know, man, Jamaica needs our help still. I've been seeing a lot more of these pop-ups. I actually got a video from a brother who does a study group in the Nation of Islam. Before you become a mosque, you have a study group. And so there's a Jamaica study group. And
feasibility study.
Well, it's just a smaller group. You have to get a certain number before you become a mosque.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we don't call you a mosque because you don't have enough people.
Yeah, so it's a study group.
It's a study group until it's a mosque. And so the Jamaica study group, they were posting videos about what the reality is and just showing, like the devastation and the damage. And so 99 Jams the Berg is teaming up with local partners to launch a disaster relief for our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. And we're calling on the community to come through with love, support, and donations. What's needed is water, non-perishable toiletries, baby items, medical supplies, and more. And you can drop them off at the Taste of the Islands restaurant. You can take them to church with you if you're over at Bethel, the Bethel Community Baptist Church, and also the 99 Jams headquarters. You can bring them to the headquarters here as well.
Thank you, everybody that donated, man. Yeah. I just, big salute to y'all. And please, if you're thinking about donating, nothing too small, nothing too big.
That's right.
Jamaica has been devastated, y'all. I was actually in Jamaica the same time last year.
Right.
And it's kind of ironic. We was fleeing a storm that was coming here. And then just to trade places is ridiculous.
Wow.
So please thank y'all for y'all support and please continue to support.
Absolutely. And then in that same spirit, as a part of the 2025 Tampa Bay Urban Futures Festival, they're working together to fight hunger and support the families who were suffering during the shutdown. And that'll be support for the gathering of women. So at each one of the festival events, you can actually drop off canned goods, bottles, boxes, and food at any Tampa Bay Urban Futures Festival event location throughout the month. Everything collected will go directly to the Gathering of Women, which is a local nonprofit that provides meals and vital support to families. They need canned meats like tuna, chicken, salmon, fruits, and juices. So they're focusing on the food side of it. Fresh canned
food, so they can have a shelf life and it can be distributed, because you don't want to get the oldest food in your pantry. You know what I'm saying? And then you just trying. I mean, I ain't gonna knock what you give. So I'm gonna step 2 steps back. I'm learning.
I'm sure they're gonna sort that stuff.
I made that suggestion yesterday, and I'm practicing what I said.
Knowing when to step back. No, when to step back, step up and step back.
Well, right now, if you're looking at giving out some canned goods or wanted to give them, Publix have dollar canned goods, 10 for $1.
Okay.
So if you want to donate them out,
they're trying to get that snapback money.
So I mean, every Thursday
they done lowered the prices to bring you back in.
That's what the price is supposed to be. They're supposed to be 79 cents.
They know no, they're not. They like $2. Like
no, it's $3.
Allegedly. Go ahead.
But no, every Thursday they have they switch their BOGOs.
Oh, I didn't know that. And now when you say that,
every Thursday their promotion items change.
Okay.
So you can get, they BOGO and stuff like that. So
okay, that's what's up.
And so y'all definitely, the yamps ain't hit yet, right?
Not yet, right?
But I seen Ben Crump. Ben Crump said, Madam President, Esther
from the NAACP
said. Well, she shared Ben Crump's comment. And Ben Crump say, man, since they want to play with our food stamps, show them what dime it is.
Carlos was good, man.
I think he spoke my language.
Ben Crump basically saying boycott everything.
Man, he say, listen,
no Thanksgiving, no Christmas.
So I know that's hard. That's hard for Black Americans.
We've been saying that since.
What we gonna start with? Let's change what we celebrate during Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Right.
Ben did that, but I hear you.
But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's one of the murderous and most bloody holidays.
Yeah.
Right. And those
Thanksgiving origin
those people they call Indians was actually black skinned people.
Yeah.
Copper toned people.
Yeah.
And so guess what? We're celebrating our own demise some ways. So this is one of the holidays that you can still probably do. I ain't saying don't be with your family, but don't overindulge. Don't spend all that money with them people. Don't go in there Black Friday and try to buy the stove, because all the savings are illusions. They're not really savings.
Right.
There's been a study showed that they raised the prices to just get it back to regular price or higher. during Black Friday sales.
Yeah, that's it. We know the gag, and so it's just now accepting the responsibility to do it. Because I remember a time, again, this, I got woke in 1997 when we actually had to read books, go to libraries, attend meetings, and learn this stuff, right?
To wake up.
To wake up, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, I want to thank y'all brothers. Y'all brothers spread the word.
To God.
See, people ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have a problem with history. We don't want to review it. We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't want to say, hey, we was wrong. And people were wrong.
Yeah.
The brothers spread the word, and it made a revolution. That's why they say stop woke. They're not gonna say stop the Muslims, stop the smart brothers.
Yeah.
But they're gonna say stop woke.
And that was our mantra, like our mission. And when we go into the huddle and break the huddle, like we would go to wake our people up. Like that was our whole objective. And so if I'm standing on the corner saying final call, like I'm trying to wake you up. That's the wake up call.
That's
you know what I mean?
I know about that.
And then it just became, the woke brothers, and they, we took a lot of heat, but man, to God be the glory, we still here. And then when the internet kind of spread the ideas and the information, and then so
it spread the truth. It spread the truth.
That's right. Thank you.
Because Christopher Columbus wrote his diary.
Yeah.
And his words, they say a lot of stuff, and I learned that like from my Muslim brothers.
Yeah.
My nation brothers. Let me just straight the line up.
Yes, sir.
My nation brothers actually taught me a lot of stuff that helped me reshape my mind. And it was on truth. It was based on truth, and we built from there.
And so I say that to say this, man, like the effort that it takes and the energy the time that we have to spend on teaching a lot of this stuff is becoming common knowledge. So now a lot more people know, base, but now the next step in having that knowledge is accepting the responsibility. Because they say if you know better, you do better, but you don't. You have to accept the responsibility for what you know, then you do better. And so that's the next phase in that. And that's what that's all about, accepting the responsibility to build our community. Absolutely. So last thing I'll say on announcements, and then we can get into some other stuff. Let it sound like the Mac. The Black Money Movement. So courtesy of King Reno. Shout out to King Reed,
Carlisa Riz.
Larry Bryant,
Mike Brown.
Just
all the brothers, Chico, everybody who really, took the time. And the city of St. Pete, the South Side, the MLK, 9th Street, the people who would frequent that establishment.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, because guess what? That business has seriously lost a lot of weight.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
They lost a lot of weight.
Seriously.
And so continuing that movement, the next phase in that is cash mob, like really redirecting the dollars and where we spend, and intentionally pulling support to go to local Black-owned businesses, spend money, boost visibility, and keep the dollars circulating where they matter the most within our community.
That's right.
The first cash mob is going to be December 6th. That's a Saturday, December 6th, 2025. It's all day, and the location will be 727 Seafood. This is when you tell them it's the Old Reds.
Oh, the Old Reds. That's
yeah. Because every time I said it before, you always say that's the Old Reds.
Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm a little silly this morning. I was almost not here. See, I tell you about that.
He wanted to be so. It's all right.
So it's gonna be at 727 Seafood, which is the
Old Red Snack Shack. It's for people that don't know.
That's right.
Right.
That's why I pause and fall back.
You know where the Old Red Snack Shack at?
We know exactly what that's at.
If you're from here, you gonna go Reds? Okay, we don't know.
People who didn't even was born during Reds know what Old Red Snack Shack.
That's what we cash mobbing, y'all. We're doing that on December 6th. Now you don't have to wait to December 6th to go shop with these people. We're looking to
shop with these businesses,
but we want to infuse cash on them and just like again a cash mob. So we coming to mob the businesses. We had the conversation with the businesses so that they'll be prepared
with cash
and expecting to receive that.
And we're not asking you to buy the store. We asking you to spend. If you eat French fries, you eat French fries, go buy some French fries.
They got an amazing turkey burger. That's what I'm gonna grab.
You like shrimp? Get you some shrimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get you some shrimp.
What you like. Get what you like.
And I want to say this. I thought about this last night. A lot of our white friends will wonder why what if they came out and said spin white, right?
We do that all that.
See, you took that from me.
My bad. I'm sorry.
That was my side of the story.
Go ahead.
We do that already.
It
doesn't need to be awareness about spending with white businesses. We need awareness to spend with Black businesses because these are the businesses that suffer. So a lot of times we get caught up in this double talk, this double speak, because they made affirmative action, and then some white guy said he wanted the affirmative action. Then a Chinese guy said, "Hey, y'all discriminating against me," and then before you know it, we've lost the opportunity that affirmative action brought to our community in some ways.
Yeah,
it's debatable.
So since you said that, thank you, because I saw a post and was saying like I support all businesses, like all business need to
like all lives matter.
But that's the art of double speak. Yeah. They're trying to flip.
But I think it's the misunderstanding and miseducation as well. When you look at it, because I seen black people say it, I seen it like no, and the reason why you scream out again like Black Lives Matter, let's support black businesses, because you know that we're already discriminated against from the rest of the world.
300 years of oppression doesn't end. And you
thinking that like when we're thinking about grants and stuff like that, because of their skin color, unfortunately, call it what it is, they're already two steps a lot of times.
I put white on my work application. Yeah. I put white and I get
called back.
Yeah, I get called back.
They called Jabbar the white guy back.
Yeah, Jabbar is like an Arab name. Okay, so it's a lot of different ethnic Jabbars.
Okay, and so you put white, they roll the dice.
Hey, let's say hey, and I'd be like, "What up?" Know what I'm saying?
But to your point about this is one of those conversations when you get into the all lives, all businesses. It's like a couple things. When you go to the emergency room, they're going to treat everybody who come in. Right. But they're going to determine who's most in need of help. So if you come in, with a headache and somebody come in with a gunshot wound, they're going to treat both of y'all. But they may move a little faster with the person who's with the gunshot wound. Yeah. So
because it looks like it's more severe.
Yeah.
But the head wound, the headache. Listen, the headache might be. The headache may be a brain hemorrhage.
Yeah. Headaches, boy, you can't tell me nothing.
And I made the headache may be the cause of my death. Yeah. And you know what? And you think
about the bullet hole.
You talking about the bullet, right? And so when you look at it, it really is. Yeah. So when we talk about this is not black people trying to get something that they don't deserve. It's like we're trying to get what we do deserve.
We don't want a handout. We want a hand up.
That's what we're gonna talk about when we start talking about this vote too, because that was one of the things that we have to clarify for a lot of people. I believe.
So what's perceived when it comes to our community is perceived as a handout. Yeah. But what people have to realize, and people always blank, their minds blank, like the man in black when they put the flashlight in their face. That's what happened to our culture in our city and our world. Somebody stood up on TV and put the light on everybody, and y'all forgot that we did 300-400 years of oppression.
No, they call that elementary school.
300 years of slavery.
That's where they put the light on.
70 years of Jim Crow. Yeah. 40 years of school to prison pipeline. Yeah, 30 years of crack law. I mean, I'm just putting the perspective out that there is a need to help the black community. Economic development doesn't come to the community because we're cute. Yeah, it's because the community needs that help. So guess what? The administrator or somebody from the top says, "Hey, let's do some economic development in that neighborhood." It just so happened to be, the black neighborhood where the people are struggling, people are on WIC, people need jobs.
That's the triage where you look and you see, okay, who's most in need of help in this moment, and you help those who are the most in need. That's what they call it, the areas of greatest need.
But then somebody from Snell Island say, "Well, we need it," and y'all probably do. Y'all flood it, and I'm not talking about right now. Yeah, I'm just talking about in general.
They just thought they tore on the bed rail, but we broke our ankle on the basketball court.
Yeah, the medical thing is something, man. Did y'all see that I shared with y'all?
Which one?
From Mike Brown.
No,
she was talking about her experiences in the hospital. Girl, it almost made me cry.
Okay.
That's what
she's the nurse, right?
Yes, I was gonna share it with y'all last night. Okay, but I didn't want to put that on y'all. Okay, I said, you know what? Wait till the morning, heavy? Bro. I had weight in my stomach. Yeah, I'm like, God,
where can we find it?
I posted it everywhere. I think I shared it with y'all and everything. Okay, and she was talking about her experience working as a nurse and the things she's seeing, and she's telling black nurses to stand up for us. Okay. She's saying that y'all know there's things that's happening, but if y'all don't say nothing, there's never going to be a change. Oh, my bad. Yeah. They're holding you your job as ransom for you to be quiet. Yeah. And we know the malpractice, and she's specifically talking about the area hospital Bayfront. Orlando Health, whatever the name is right now. That's where her experiences came from. Right. And when you hear some of this stuff, bruh, You like, I can't believe it. But then once I think about it, I believe it, of course.
Because we've been hearing it. Like black women been saying it for like the black women who experience it. I've been hearing them say it. Like they don't treat us right when we go into these places.
Yeah. And she's sending out a message to all black nurses and all nurses.
Okay.
Right. To stand up for the patients and help us, because a lot of these stories ain't gonna get out unless y'all tell them.
Right.
And that's what's the heavy part. I heard her using her voice.
Yeah, because it's like people being quiet about it because you want to keep your job. But keeping your job is causing our people to suffer.
And that's why she got fired, because she was making those reports. She was saying, hey, y'all can't be dumping that in the garbage because it's going out to the community. Or you can't do this because you need to do that. And they looked at her like, who you think you is?
Yeah. That's right.
You know, a lot. It ain't a whole bunch of black nurses. Yeah. It's a lot of art. It's not what they call it. It's a lot of
CNAs,
LPNs.
Yeah.
And then so it is a kind of.
I mean, LPN is a nurse. It's not a register. It's the LPN.
It's like you know.
It's the first. So you got the CNAs. That's not nurse. You get a certificate. You gotta go
you get a license and then you get registered.
And then you got RN.
Yeah,
the RN. That's the registered.
Yeah,
and you go to the nurse practitioner.
You license to practice.
I ain't mean to do that.
Yeah. I was just saying, because LPN.
No, it's good.
No, that's
Freestyle Friday.
But
we'll charge it up to Freestyle Friday.
I didn't know all the traumas that was going on inside of the hospital. I have heard some of the stats. I've heard some of the horror stories, but to hear it directly from a nurse, to hear it directly,
like she's literally bearing
dropping it and telling you, hey, this is why so many of this.
Yeah,
this why all them babies dying. They're breaking babies' bones. They doing this. They're doing, and I just, oh my God, I walked away from the phone.
She's a witness.
I walked away from the phone. I had to reload and come back because it was just getting so heavy. Because I've had experiences, right? And I've seen some of the things that she's talking about. And couldn't say, oh dang, that's wrong, because I didn't know. I ain't had a knowledge base. You get what I'm saying?
I hear that. All right, so y'all make sure that you get involved, stay involved.
Oh, why you saying that? Get involved, stay involved. I know we're gonna boycott all Black Friday, but
we're gonna go.
Howsoever, go ahead.
Howsoever, I'm gonna say go to Culture Creative if you just feel like you got to spend some money, because you do got to spend some money. Redirect it. So if you are a vendor, go sign up. Go register.
It's like $20-$25. What it is to sign up?
I don't know.
It's a minimal fee.
Yeah,
it's not cost prohibitive.
And you're gonna go you're right on Main Street.
You're gonna be on 34th Street,
right?
22nd. The drag. That's what they used to say back in the day. That's the drag.
Right, and go hang out with your people, and you may find a new business that you might like. I know I went down there because this is be their second one. This is the second one that they have there. I bought some oils and all of the so it was some really good stuff there. And it's not
so we buy.
No.
You buy oils?
No, I no.
So I want to say this. I definitely want to see about us, broadcasting, or at least just pulling up for support. Because the real reason they're doing this, that Brain is doing this, because we do need options, y'all.
Yeah.
If we always talking about we gonna do this and do that, or whatever we saying we gonna do, there needs to be auxiliary plans.
Yeah.
And okay.
You don't want me to go there? Where do you want me to go?
Yeah.
So we creating the alternative that you can support. Also, it's money that you can get through the MLK parade, a day of service.
You can. It's the grant.
Yeah.
The mini grant for MLK is open until the 21st. I think I gotta look at it. I didn't check it out. Huh?
That's this month?
This month.
So that's next week.
Yeah, so you need to go ahead and do it. You can get up to $1,500.
Okay.
It's good money to kind of just start up to 20 businesses.
For a project.
Yeah. And,
it's a project. It's project money.
It's a project.
If you want to do something on that day and you want to spend some money on that day, and I think you can do between January
2nd to February 15th
to do your project. So it don't have to be on
and the thing is, just think about this. If you want to do an event and you need to rent your building, which is usually the most cost,
the venue.
Right, the venue right there. That's the big right.
That'll do it for you.
That's $1,500, and now you have freed up some money to do something. And then whatever, if you're selling tickets or doing something like that, you're now making a profit. Right. So you look at the money, you say it ain't a lot, but it's something more than than nothing.
This has been Mr. Edmond approved.
And with that, we're gonna take our break.
Good morning, Jason.
We're gonna take the break. We'll be back about 6-7 minutes after the hour. We're gonna do the OCGC vote recap. We're gonna talk about the government shutdown. We have an Ask Kiana question, would you rather, and more. So while we on this break, man, make sure that you tag a friend, tell them that we here, we ain't going nowhere, and
I'm talking about Go Davis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
I got something to say
about Goliath Davis. So yeah, make sure y'all do that. And why
somebody call Goliath Davis and tell him to tune in right now, RET, right now, because I got something to say.
It's gonna be one of them mornings. So make sure that you get it. And while we are on the break, we're gonna give you the backstory on how we got here on 99 Gems with the Art Plus article.
All right. Yes.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edmond. I go by Mr. Edmond. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, YourBrotherJohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Kiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college?
In Orlando.
Talk to him,
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
Southeast of occupied East.
To returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host, and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shots out to South Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
absolutely,
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Kiana, we invited Kiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's Kiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? Because you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying?
We just understand power, and in terms of people's attention, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible, and trying to be an example. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes, but you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
It was I saw the
shouts out to Democracy Now! That's like one of my favorite stations.
The War and Peace Report. So welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
CDAT.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster, baby.
And if you don't know,
now
you know.
If y'all ever listen to like Democracy Now! Or any of the War and Peace Report, they get you in with their stories, don't they?
Yeah,
they're very good. I really wanted to learn how to tell stories like that.
Like the way that Democracy Now! do it.
Yes, they got a real good. They got a real good opening, middle, and close.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So you tell me, when you were a child,
you were raised by wolves.
How did you feel?
Yeah.
Did you feel alone?
That's the BBC. That'd be that BBC. That's the BBC. BBC.
Y'all know BBC got beef with Trump.
Okay.
Why?
They did a story about Trump where they clipped the January 6th speech into the most salacious parts of the speech.
Yeah. To show how he was really telling these people to go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they comeback was, hey, that wasn't really what was going on.
Did he sue him?
Yeah, y'all need to pay or else.
Yeah. I can believe it.
And now the BBCers, right? Because y'all know this is like a British broadcasting company, and it's like
they got a network.
Yeah,
you ever watch it? BBC network.
NBCs, ABCs all together. It's like a mammoth Goliath company, right?
Yeah.
And the people like, hey, y'all need to stand up to Trump. And so right now they're going through whether they're gonna settle like the other ones did, or are they gonna take it to the turf.
You know what I do hate about this, since we're talking about wig, is
the
wig is the division in our community about it.
Yeah.
Because you have people that like stand for wigs, and it's real beef.
Yeah.
Even if it's just beef on Facebook.
I just seen somebody.
We're gonna talk about that too.
I just seen somebody.
The beef on Facebook.
No.
How it escalated.
No, I just seen how somebody was talking about how somebody was on it because this is a Trump supporter. He's like, pro-Trump, got the shirts, got the memes, be clipping at Democrats like consistently, and said, I had to block some people because they came on my page talking crazy, because I support Trump. So it's like, you're right.
I'm ready to, and the crazy part,
you're supposed to block them.
And if y'all pulling that clip, this is somebody else said that.
It depends on what the conversation is about. So let me tell you,
as long as they ain't disrespectful.
This is what happened is you put stuff on Facebook because you're looking for interaction with somebody, right? You're looking for engagement, right? No, you do because you want to do it. This is why you don't see too many posts because I don't have time to interact with people.
You don't, but you do post a little.
I will every now and then, but when you start to like get in deep conversations where I gotta go back and explain it, no, I don't have. It's just
I need that. You need to rub some of that off of me, because I am.
And there's a lot of stuff that I be wanting to comment on, but I say if I comment, now I gotta go back and forth, and I got
you do like Brother John. I just put it out there and let them go. I let the people go. Then I come in every now and then. Like I
don't want to come in every now and then.
So this is what I do. I create the space for people to have the conversation.
Yeah,
and thank you for that.
Yeah,
I want to tell you.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I create the space, but if you look at it, the engagement,
you don't really engage. You do, but not really.
A little bit, but then you see Facebook they be on you too. Hey, you have so many comments. Go and respond. I'm like, I got work.
But I do hate. I will hate. I do hate that because the difference of opinions bring out a division.
Yeah, it's ruining relationships.
It really is. And because
it's supposed to. When you tell me how you really feel, I'm supposed to really know that I don't with you. It ain't. It's not a problem because when you tell me how you really feel,
okay,
and I'm really not with that.
Yeah,
what we supposed to do now? Hold hands and saying kumbaya. No,
it's some stuff.
We supposed to be like, okay, this ain't the friendship I thought it was.
Okay.
No, I kind of disagree with it. Depending.
I used to disagree with that too, but now I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's it.
No, but
people don't troll me, boy. But because you be trying to make it what you want it to be, but it's not.
No, so this is the thing is when you're trying to make something what you want it to be, you're in your mind making a false narrative or a false picture about somebody.
Delusional,
right?
But is that benefit of the doubt? That's different from giving somebody the benefit of the doubt.
Not with that. If you're saying, "Hey, this is what I don't believe you should get food stamps," right?
Okay.
Boom, and I'm like, I believe that they do. Boom. You have your personal reasons why you do that. That doesn't mean that you're not a good person. That doesn't mean that you're not doing other ways to give back to the community and stuff like that. It's just your stance on that. So at that point, what I know is that if I'm having the conversation and fighting for food stamps, I'm not going to you. Yeah. And I'm not, once we had this conversation, we're gonna.
So now I know where you stand on the issue. Right. So you're not my target audience.
Right. But and that's just
a line in the sand though.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, I ain't crossing that line. That's against my belief.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. I was just going not back and forth, but having an exchange with somebody in the inbox. And the way that I left it, the last thing that came to me to say to this person was, okay, it's one thing to not help us, but it's another thing to try and hurt us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we can have a difference of opinion and you decide that you're not going to help me.
Right.
That's fine. We can have those that. But when you have a difference of opinion and you go from not only not trying to help me, but actually trying to hurt me and trying to stop me, now that changes the dynamic of the relationship and I got to deal with you differently. And that's what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see people who are not just not trying to help us. They're actually trying to hurt us. And now I got to deal with you differently. You know what I'm saying?
And so this is what so I get it. I totally get it. But then and just kind of doing, I ain't in their mind, but in their mind, no, I'm trying to help you because I'm telling you that like, hey,
I hear that.
Yeah, but that's but in their mind,
different situation.
But so I don't know, but I'm just saying, so you know what? We look at it in the collective of friends and people that I know, we all think different.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we stand like we're not always on the same side of the
man. If you watch any episode of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, you know that.
And that doesn't make us less of friends or less of, and that's what I'm saying. And so I think like the core of who you are, if you're a good person, and even though we may not agree on some things, then I know that your decision came from whatever your reality was.
I think that's a perfect segue.
Yeah, into
me on Facebook.
Going off on everybody?
No, I didn't go off on everybody, but I had a moment.
Okay.
And so instead of, taking my post down and acting like it didn't happen.
Yeah, I seen him do that too.
I'm here to address it.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people say, hey, my opinion wasn't properly worded. Oh, no.
Okay.
So what I said was, I wish Gov't Davis was this, advocating when Pinellas County was leading America and sending black kids to prison.
So just for context, so Goliath Davis, former deputy mayor, I think he was the first black chief of police.
The first black
chief of police in St. Petersburg. He's been advocating for education.
Yes.
And so he's done a series of articles that appear mostly in the Weekly Challenger about his position on different
issues and principles, whatever.
Yeah. And so this was one of the latest. This was one of those latest articles that he did. And
thank you for the
stars. Mr. Edmond commented on
the and I think my comment was kind of being misconstrued or whatever the word is.
Okay, misunderstood.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thinking, right, because I got a lot of respect for Gov't Davis, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my Gov't Davis story.
Okay.
When Gov't Davis came to the St. Pete Police Department after the riots, like I was a hustler in the streets.
Yeah.
Right. I was encountering the police every day. Right. And I can honestly say a change. Maybe
within the police
department. The police. The St. Pete Police was extremely racist, very violent.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not saying none of this is true still, but the forward facing, way they did it changed.
Okay.
Right. It wasn't the green team.
It wasn't overt.
It wasn't the green team chasing you down, dumping you on your head, sending you to the hospital, and not putting a police report in.
Yeah.
Right. This is stuff that happened in St. Pete. One of my homeboys' jaw got broke, and they left him on 40th.
Yeah.
Police broke his jaw, left him on 40th.
Yeah.
Didn't arrest him, didn't charge him, didn't take him to the hospital. Just broke his jaw, and you think it's a lie, the man to tell you.
Yeah,
like this was a real story.
This lived experience, man.
And so I seen,
and this was in the NWA stage, like this coming. So this is kind of It
was after police.
Yeah, because you seen that's just one experience because it's multiple.
Yes, a whole bunch. I can't even go through them all.
Yeah,
and Goliath Davis came to the department and changed it.
Okay,
right. I think he deserves some awards around here. I think he deserves some plaques around here. So I want to just really say that.
Okay.
Right. I got a tremendous respect for the things he's been able to accomplish.
Okay.
And I definitely respect the things he's doing since he is not being chief of police. Right. Writing these articles.
Okay.
Right. Because it's kind of the same thing I try to do. Right. Be a little agitative. Bring you some information. Right.
So why is it that some people saying that he only seems to attack Black women?
Because it may be, I don't know, right?
Because that's been one of the parts of this too.
So far deep into it,
you can tap into the voice of the people. Here, Professor Mac King Jab take on it because they did like an in-depth on that. But that was another part of this.
They feel it's only attack towards Black women.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to take up for them.
Yeah.
So this is you can have a lot of respect for people, right, and still call them out on their BS. And I always tell you this is that, like, again. Like any good relationship, when it's good we praise you, and when it's bad we call it out, and there's things that can be fixed. And I don't care how good any relationship is, there's always something that you can do better.
And I want to say this about my post, right? It probably was bad timing.
Okay.
Right? What I said is true.
Okay.
I wish Gov't Davis was advocating like this when the Pinellas County was sending all these Black kids to prison. Those kids have become men. Those men are right now working below wage jobs because of those backgrounds.
Right.
This is stuff we know. And this is contributed to our economy here. It's contributed to people's livelihoods, mental states, and everything. So yes, I mean that. But I didn't mean to try to throw him under the bus as if he created the school to prison pipeline. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's his fault. I'm not saying he arrested all these kids. But I know a police chief or head of a department or head makes policy. And policy gets followed. And then guess what? If I was there, know what I would have said? we're not locking those kids up unless it's a violent crime. Well, and then we're not gonna send him. We're not gonna advocate because how it works. The police put you into the system, and then the prosecutor bring you in.
Yeah, and
then the judicial system gives you your time or your sentence or your freedom, whichever one of the three.
Yeah,
and each one of those three has a part to play. And that's the only thing I was saying, right? And I love the way he's advocating. I'm not taking nothing back about his advocacy. And just like he's looking to hold that principal and those people accountable, for their actions and those students' grades, can he be held to that same account?
Hold on. No, I'm gonna look at one of these comments because my wife, good morning, sweetie. She actually put in here a comment. She says she know different because she has a Goliath David experience as well. That's very personal. I don't know if you want me to share it, but so
was it good or bad?
It was horrible.
Okay,
it was horrible. A horrible experience. You know what I mean?
What I uncovered.
Yeah, but I mean, so I guess it just depends on what
when you met him and how
what your experience has been. Yeah,
I read your comment, right?
Yeah,
and I think
thank you for adding that balance.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I could see where it could have been mistaken, like
what you said.
Cause you could have added you added a couple of extra words that wasn't in that post, right?
Let's go back to the post. Go ahead. Keep
right. No. Over here
I'll be remembering.
to just kind of explain a little bit more. But I mean, everybody get different versions of people.
Okay.
That's right.
Everybody gets a different version.
I'm just laughing because y'all know we get multiple versions of Mr. Edmond in the hour and a half that we be here together.
Right. So just
on that post. But the thing about it is, he coming from a good place. You know what I mean?
No. We know he's coming from a good place.
Okay. Yeah.
But people don't because
I'm gonna read my
okay, here we go.
On my post. You can go to the Jabbar Edmond page and read the post. I haven't taken it down.
Okay.
And it was
one that other people would have took down?
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially after they had the feeling I had about it.
Yeah.
Because after I started reading the comments, then I'm like, dang, that wasn't necessarily the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
But I do stand on what I said.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish Gov't Davis was advocating like this when Pinellas leaded the school to prison pipeline in America. Oops, my bad. He was arresting the kids. Inbox me for details.
Is that the part he had to add? That was the part that he shouldn't have added.
In my memory, blank that out. You're right. It should have been there.
You shouldn't have added that part.
But because he wasn't arresting the kids, right? I'm gonna he wasn't.
Well, so what? Somebody put some stats in the chat too, though.
I'm gonna say this: his department was arresting the kids, and when that year end came, he was celebrated for those arrests.
Yeah.
See, let's get down to the bottom line. And let's not play like we don't know what's going on.
He started in 1997.
They were celebrated for arresting us.
Yeah.
They got celebrated and they get bonuses. Those bonuses are because they arrested people wrongfully sometimes, y'all.
Yeah.
Right? Some of them kids should have went home. Some of them should have went somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this. So and then I'm going to stand on your statement. Right on what you said is because when you are the head, you celebrate the wins and then you got to take the L's, and unfortunately, that is the good and bad of being the head of something. And so when it crumbles, you have to when you stand up proud for all the accomplishments, you need to stand up with your chest out about your losses and the things that you've done wrong as well, because that's what great leaders do.
And I want to talk about this. It's an unaddressed trauma, right? It's an unaddressed trauma that we have with the relationship with law enforcement in our community and just the system. I'm not going to just blame law enforcement for what we're going through because they didn't make the laws, right? Them people come in to do their job. But the reality is there's an unaddressed trauma. There's some pain still there, right? There's some economic trauma that's still there. And it's nobody talking about it because it makes somebody feel bad or it tarnishes the legacy. But the reality is my legacy was tarnished. Right? I was arrested a lot of times for things I didn't do. I got charges on my record that a book long. And a lot of them I didn't do.
Right.
Like seriously, I didn't do some of them. Not some of them. I said some.
Yeah.
Because I was
and look, and I had to stand up in front of city council because they put my record on blast, and I had to tell them that one I did, but that one I didn't do.
Yeah.
And it's a serious charge, but I didn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's millions of us.
And it's coming up now. 35, 40 years later, I got to stand in front of these people and they looking at my record and it's something on there that I didn't do.
Right.
So I feel you when you're saying that.
You got a raise because of it, right? Yeah. It's a quota that was met, right? Oh, there's no quotas, man. Them people had quotas. They was out there busting heads trying to make them numbers.
They say not quotas. You see at the end of the month before, and when they ain't got all them speeding tickets and stuff like that, you make sure that.
I'm gonna talk about speeding tickets on Monday. We led the nation on that too, right? Because it's to me, bringing it up and addressing the trauma isn't wrong.
Yeah.
If we have a conversation about it, right, wrong, or indifferent, it needs to be hashed out because we're not hashing it out. Then you get a lash out.
And so what you're saying, just to kind of bring this in, is it was the right conversation, but maybe the wrong time to have that conversation. Wrong context.
Wrong everything.
Wrong
everything. But
the comment was.
I'm dead serious about what I said.
The fact.
But I shouldn't have. If there's other ways I could have did it.
I hear that.
Right. And then I did take it down because you know what? Next year I'll see it and it'll remind me not to do that junk again.
Okay.
But I am gonna speak and talk about this junk.
Yeah.
And like I say, the man should have a statue around here somewhere. Honestly, for what he did, and then it should be somebody trying to take the statue down.
Let's get.
It should be both.
Here's a comment from Mr. Teresa. We was talking about the article. Ms. Teresa says, Gov't definitely can come across as a bully in many instances. He was probably the worst boss I ever had in my entire career.
What?
If it hadn't been for Tish Elston, former city administrator, I would have quit or been fired by him when he was my supervisor. And I've never been fired in my life. Advocacy is one thing, but using bully tactics is uncalled for.
Wow.
Lived experience.
I didn't know I put my finger on a pulse, right? I didn't know I put
my
finger on a pulse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't take it down too. And I said we'll use the platform to talk about it because I know some unaddressed traumas. We've been in some pain. It's real. Yeah. It's real, and we got to find a way to have those tough conversations and not blame each other for having.
And then what you said, what you did was you undid the thing that they put in your face to make you forget.
Yeah. Everybody said,
you're right. Like everybody forgot that part of it, and then you was like, no, wait.
I remember this.
I remember this differently, and I remember this person and how they show up in community differently. And so it just reawakened that, and it caused a conversation, man, which is what we all about.
We here for. We got
this is why, if y'all looking at my face, this is why I don't like to be on camera either, right?
So what happened?
But I'm just thinking, why do you feel like this was a bad post?
Because I didn't say it was a bad post, but I think that I could have did it different and got a better outcome, right?
So what would you have done different?
I don't know. Maybe not tag the article with it, right? Maybe.
But that provides context.
Right, it does.
Look, we trying to help you see how you wasn't wrong, right? But if you feel like you was wrong, hey man,
I just thought
don't let us convince you otherwise.
And that's why I did want to talk about it because I was like in my mind, I was like, hey man, listen, I ain't lie about nothing.
Right.
I'm telling you what really went down.
That's right.
And a lot of people don't know that Pinellas County. That's why I ain't say St. Pete Police.
Yeah.
Right. I say Pinellas County led the incarceration of young black men around America. But it leads at St. Pete. We're the biggest city in Pinellas County. Yep. We're the biggest arrest rate since Pinellas County. So it leads from us.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, reading and comprehension is fundamental, right? No, it really is. Because people read statements and stuff on Facebook and take it out of context. So like even this right here, because just kind of segueing, I saw somebody talk, and I'm back to the food stamps right quick.
Okay.
I saw somebody make a post, and I know he probably wouldn't care. Jonathan, on his page, he does hair.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he made a post. He say, why, if you cannot, and I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, if you can't afford to put food on your table, why are you booking at a stylist to get wigs and your hair done, right? And a question, right? And right. And so I mean, this is how he make his bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
And I mean, they went in like, you're attacking black women. He said, I never said anything about race.
Yeah.
You know, I just asked.
That's just that say more about you than it do about him.
You're assuming
that he's talking about black women.
But if he's a black hairstylists.
But a lot of black hairstylists still no.
The implicit, explicit.
No. But a lot of black stylists don't just do black hair. No, you might not see the post. No. You might not see the post. But
I hear you, but I also kind of.
But you can't read into it. The man probably do got some white people.
He do.
It's just But I get it.
Right.
I get. But
he was just saying that. But the whole thing, I agree with the post. Right.
I don't.
I do. And all he was saying is priority. If your food stamps got cut off today and you got $300 to pay me to do your hair, your priority is to take that $300 and feed your children.
Well, can I say another side of the story? So what if my appearance is how I make and survive? What if me taking care of myself is part of my self-care? And it is sometimes more important than the food I eat, because I can eat a meal but not feel good about myself. I can get my hair done and feel good about myself and then eat the meal. The meal is more healthy then. And all I'm saying is we got to stop kind of trying to angle it and be like, oh, if you get your hair done, you shouldn't be getting
That's not what, that's not what, no. And see, when I say comprehension, no.
So if I ask this, if I put this question as the question, why are you getting a $300 hairstyle when you can't feed your children? Was that the question that he was asking?
Let me go. I'm finna go straight to the post, right?
Okay. Because my thing is,
and then we're gonna move on.
Have to stop doing is judging people.
He wasn't.
Well, that's all I'm doing. Let me finish. We got to start judging people and their actions when they're on assistance. That's part of the white supremacy of welfare queen conversation. These are their talking points. They educated us, and we're just regurgitating their talking points without clearly thinking about it. I really be studying stuff, and sometimes they'll tell you, "Hey, man, go get your hair done. Take care of yourself, because that's gonna make you feel better."
Okay, so real question. Why y'all don't want to buy your own food without food stamps?
Okay. Oh, you gotta answer that.
No, but
and I don't even get food.
But yeah, but I don't want to
Sean, do you hear that question? I'm sorry, but wait, there's more.
There is more, right? Okay.
Money we spent on food.
No, hold on, wait, because I want to tag him in, because he can't do
tag him, have him call.
Yeah, no, hold on,
Yeah.
So I'm ready to
tag Goliath. Then we need to
Goliath. I guess Goliath posted his phone number.
What?
There was another post on the Weekly Challenger page.
He said, "Call
where it said Goliath Davis said anybody who want to talk about it, give him a call."
I'm gonna call him, and
because I guess he was getting
about our conversation.
He might have been in the comment section too.
I'm gonna report back about our conversation.
Yeah.
Just because I want to take
a
better route.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. And
I wasn't mad at you. I wasn't mad at your route. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay. But okay. Back to the thing. It said, real question. Why y'all don't want to buy food buy your own food without stamps?
Okay.
But willing to pay for wigs, braids with no problem. Crying about stamps while booking a hair appointment is crazy.
He has a point. He has a point.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what's
away from the man. I'm not taking the point away from the man, but all I'm saying is, if you dig a little deeper in it, sometimes it's deeper than those that is.
So this is the thing is, so if your point, like me getting dressed helps me get food, right? Or whatever. If it is, then that means
you might make a living. You might be a social media influencer that requires.
Or you just feel better, and then that's.
So we're not talking. You're not talking about those people because they're investing in themselves and then making money from it.
So
you're talking about
move
those people to the side.
Okay.
So if you're crying, I can't afford food.
Yeah.
Right, but yet I'm gonna go book your hair. A wig right there at a minimum is $100.
Okay.
Maybe $49 if you
$100 for a wig.
$49 at like
my grandma had the same 2 wigs. I don't know what y'all doing. Somebody doing something wrong. My grandma had the same. She had the gel curl, and then she had the little curl. Somebody doing something wrong.
No, but those wigs are not the wigs that you wear right now. Just want to let you know. But I'm going to tell you. So back to reading and comprehension is fundamental. And people read stuff and take it personal about it. He didn't say that you're bad for being on food stamps. All he said was, if you're crying about food stamps,
why you paying $300 half appointment?
Right.
Why you paying me $300 for a half appointment?
Right, and you need to go up this
So
priority.
they sitting in his chair. He's sitting
in
the chair and he's doing their hair, and they saying, "Man, I ain't got my stamps. I can't buy food." Like how?
What happened? I hear that. Like when you look at
you talk to your stylist.
You talk to your stylist like you're sitting up there, like like you on Facebook. Dang, I ain't gonna be able. And then you go into Bootsy, whatever Boots side, whatever you go to somebody's website and you put that deposit down. And so like it's different when it's just you that you have to take care of yourself. But when you have children and things like that, there's times when you gotta put your you can't. Yeah, you do.
You gotta set responsibility.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. And people hate to be called out on that and be like, "Oh, you trying to say I can't look good?" No, I'm saying today you don't look good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you can still look good without spending all that money.
Right.
Like it's a way to look good without spending all that money.
Self-confidence.
Yeah.
You need to believe in your beauty, baby.
Yeah.
You don't need all that junk. Come on, take my lashes out.
But
they don't need it. Take my lashes off.
I guess that's when you get into the
wipe off that mascara. Rip off that wig.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
But you look at it.
Say that again.
Rip off that wig.
That's so funny.
Wipe off the mascara.
Yeah. That's your message for the sisters.
But
Mr. Evans' message to the people this morning.
But when you this
wipe
is
off
what
that makeup.
Oh no,
Rip off that wig.
No. Not going that radio.
Go ahead.
But no, I will tell you is that these conversations, people thought processes bring out other stuff out of people, and Facebook again and pull things out, and it makes people attack people. People need to learn how to respectfully disagree without going low.
I think we have to know.
Thank you, Dan.
That social media is a place for thought exchange.
Yes.
Right. It asks you what's on your mind. That's the prompt.
The
prompt is what's on your mind.
Receive it like that. But this is a place where we're supposed to exchange thoughts, ideas, even pictures or whatever. But it's really like a place for us to have these type of conversations. Right. And push the limit and talk about something that we may have never talked about, which leads to a conversation that we never had.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about this. We're gonna tell y'all how to support. Number one, definitely y'all may know it and y'all see it. Like we've been here, man. We consistently showing up for y'all, the people, and we want y'all to continue to show up for us like y'all been doing. It's a community radio. It's a sacrifice. You heard us talk about it this morning, how hard it was to get in here, but we here.
We're here. You know what? January make my 5-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. After the pretty girl takeover. We're gonna celebrate Q's 5-year anniversary.
Y'all all invited. You don't know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be at Urban.
Because he just thought of it. We ain't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like most days.
You heard it here first, and so did we.
Yeah, Urban. Yeah, this was Sandra hearing it too.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Urban. Sandra booked the date.
Had a coffee with him.
Please.
Give me the night. I want the night. So support y'all, and ways you can support. There's a few ways that we ask you to do it. You can give stars. You can actually support us by giving stars. That's a tangible monetary contribution that will support what we're doing here with the radio station and with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club brand. Also, one of the easiest ways is just by sharing the page.
Yeah.
Following the page.
Comment,
engaging. Yeah. These are things that don't cost a dime, just to say, hey, good morning. I see y'all. So if you're watching right now, put good morning in the chat. Yeah. That helps us. That's a big because there's algorithms and formulas that do stuff when people like you and us in the community say good morning to each other. So put that in the chat. Say
you
good
can
morning.
Say Grand Rising. We are not discriminating.
There you go. Thank you for that.
We love our woke brothers and sisters.
Don't eat the swine.
My brother.
Whatever your greeting is, put that in the chat, but that helps us go a long way. We also have YouTube.
We do. We got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Instagram.
And Mo Show Live.
And Mo Show Live. We are syndicated. Yeah. Right? And so you can catch us on Mo Show Live. Also, we talk about a lot of stuff. Right? And if there's a topic that you feel like we haven't talked about,
and that's been happening. You've been asking people to do that, and they've been in my inbox. Like we've been talking about the things. Like I was surprised. I'm like, somebody just who I knew but haven't heard from in a long time, and they was like, hey, can y'all talk about can you ask this question, and can you get this conversation going? And we here to serve. We here to serve. So please, y'all continue to support because we really appreciate it. Civic engagement is one of our biggest pieces. And so now what we want to talk about is yesterday is the St. Petersburg City Council voted no on support for the One Community Grocery
at a
Co-op.
committee meeting.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole council.
Yeah,
Okay.
City Council committee.
And no doesn't mean not.
Okay.
Right? No doesn't mean not.
Okay, I don't think you're gonna let me do.
Okay.
I got ready for this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, because I knew people wanted to know. So I love us. So yesterday it was, thank you. It was a city council committee. It was the Health, Energy, Resilience, and Sustainability Committee. And the committees have 4 members with 1 alternate. Right?
And committees is where things go to get done before it actually goes to full council.
Yeah.
So this is an education moment too for people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't understand what committees are and what they do.
Yeah.
But they cook up the cake and then
make a recommendation that goes to the full council.
City council put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And the icing is the money that funds the whatever.
But a lot of the actual work that happens with the St. Petersburg City Council happens in the committees and at these committee level discussions. And so yesterday the conversation was about the One Community Grocery Co-op and support for something that we were asking for. But I want to step back for a minute, because every show when we do Ask Kiana, we say support the co-op. But we never really told y'all what a co-op is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so let's start with the basics. What is a co-op? A co-op is a community-owned business where people who shop there, work there, and live in the neighborhood actually own the store. That's why ownership. Each member has 1 vote. The profits stay in the community, and the members help decide what the store offers.
And if it's successful, it could be distributions to the member owners.
Absolutely. It's because it's profits.
Yes.
Right. It's not a charity. It's an economic development engine. Again, it's ownership and it's self-determination.
It's not charity.
It's not a pantry. So what makes this different from a pantry is pantries give out food for free. A co-op sells food, creates jobs, builds wealth, and keeps the dollars circulating in our neighborhood. So the first point of this is that it's not in competition. We're not competing with pantries. These are complementary things.
They work together.
Both are needed. Both are valuable, and they're serving different roles in our food ecosystem. So that's the first thing. And then now we're going to talk about how we got into this conversation, right? Because the conversation that was being had is around a municipally owned grocery store. So this part of the, it's important again for y'all to understand this. We didn't initiate this conversation about a municipally owned grocery store. The idea was introduced by Councilmember Floyd back in 2023, and then later Councilmember Brandy Gabbert. Shout out to Councilmember Gabbert.
Administration grabbed the ball.
I'm telling you how it happened. Okay. You don't got to think about it. I'm telling you how it happened. So Councilmember Gabbert took over the sponsorship of the item because Richie Floyd made the new business. I was on council. I voted to support this conversation. You know what I mean? So let me do this. Let me get out the way. Let me do this part. I want to do this part, and then we can build it. Yeah.
They don't only interrupt me.
Because the people be defending you heavy. Why y'all don't let you talk?
I interrupt everybody. I'm an equal opportunity
interrupter in person and on the air.
Go ahead.
So we did initiate the conversation about municipally owned, because municipally owned is not our focus. No, we're saying community owned.
Yes.
Community owned.
That conversation.
Right. From free to like, okay, how can we own the distribution? And then when Councilmember Gabbert, she took over sponsorship item, the committee asked for different models that the city could consider. And that's when we were invited to present on the cooperative model as one of the options, because when they were saying we want to discuss a municipally owned grocery store, what are some of the models that we can use? And so we got invited to say, hey, it's another model that we have expertise in because we've been working on it. And so we did a presentation to show our model.
And co-ops are not usually thought of models in Florida. There's not a lot of Florida co-ops.
Only 3.
So this is bringing the conversation to the city.
Right.
That's kind of what we knew doing it, but this is bringing something that's not normally here or normally talked about.
And that's what Councilmember Gabbert, she was like, hey, y'all, and she's been rocking with us from the beginning. So this is not like a political thing that she's doing right now. Like she's been rocking with us as co-op. I think she had us on the agenda the first time One Community Grocery Co-op presented was like 2018, 19, right after Councilmember Gabbert was elected. And so we've been there. She's been rocking with us and supporting us. So
she knew this.
So for those who are asking, like, why is she doing it now?
They think it's like a political.
Yeah. And so she's been rocking with us, and we appreciate that support. But during that discussion in the community, they asked us, they said, what would support from the city look like? And then us being us and me being a former council member, I told the team, like, hey, when we go in front of the council and we at this committee, we should have an ask, because
that's what it's about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because I've been having people come and they receive, I receive a presentation, say that's a great presentation. How can we help you?
And then everybody's like, oh,
I ain't think about that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's think about what would support look like. And so we responded honestly and we responded transparently.
And it's not to say that like we don't want help or support, but it's to say that this first is about us self-determination.
Absolutely. And so what our request was $50,000 for training and pre-development activities. This is not operational funding. It's not opening the store tomorrow. Like, we didn't ask you to give us money to open the store tomorrow. What we was asking for was seed funding that would help us with specialized co-op training, which is, and that first meeting, there was an up and coming conference that was coming. Literally, Up and Coming is the name of the conference. Like Up and Coming Co-op.
Google it. It's Up and Coming. It's Up and Coming Co-op Conference.
Yeah,
it's co-ops all over the United States.
Yeah, and so we were asking for support for that. We didn't get the support, but members still went. Mr. Edmond,
I went.
Yeah,
and I got a story.
Yeah, tell us about no. Okay, but because I think that's enough. We'll tell that story at another time because they was trying to invalidate the need. They was like, well, why y'all gotta? We don't want to spend money to go to conferences. But when you hear his story about the impact that conference had and the skills and the perspective and the knowledge that he received at that conference, you'll value what we're asking y'all to do a lot more.
I went to the conference, Kalamazoo. I took the business track. It's several tracks about co-op starting and ownership and everything.
Yeah.
I took the business track to learn the business of co-op.
Right.
To actually, how can I say, to educate myself, because I didn't know either.
Yeah,
I was helping the co-op. I was a part of it. I'd have been it since it was in whatever.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah,
and that's when I learned that co-ops and pantries are not competitors.
Yeah,
like there is a section in the teachings where they teach you this.
Yeah,
and they show you how one complements the other, and it becomes an ecosystem.
Right.
They're not in competition because they're different models.
Right.
And then the co-op model is a business.
Right.
We're looking to make profits. We're looking to manage profits, hire people, hire managers, and manage hire managers and all that.
Yeah. And so we was asking to send more people so that they can get that experience to the conference. That was one of the asks. They didn't turn it around in the time. But again, us being us, we still went.
Yeah.
So it didn't, and that's the point. Like it didn't depend on them supporting us. It's like y'all got us in front of us and y'all asking how you can help. This is how you can help. But if you don't help, we're still going to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so what we asked for this was seed funding to help with the specialized co-op training, business development, feasibility work, pre-development studies, because you want to make sure that you know what you're doing is going to work and be sustainable. We're not just pulling up a truck somewhere and hoping that people come. We want to do the retail research. We want to make sure that we have the foot traffic, that the people actually got the money that they can spend, and that costs money to do those type of studies.
Because
it is getting tight. So there are steps in every successful co-op that you have to take before you actually open the store. So now, how do we get to the resolution? So the resolution, Councilmember Gov't, she actually took our request, which the committee asked for, and she formalized our request into a resolution. This was back in August when we had the conversation.
Right.
We came back yesterday with a formalized resolution that supports the co-op with $50,000 in partnership. Again, a resolution. This is an educational moment. A resolution is not a check. It's not a line item in the budget. It's a statement of support. And it was a request from the council to the administration. It was their way of saying, we believe the city should invest in this. And so that was what the conversation was. It's like, okay, here's the request, $50,000 with us as a council saying we believe in it. And we think that the administration should also support this.
Yeah.
Then it came time to vote. This when the rubber hits the road, and the vote was a 2-2 in the HERS committee. And so when you have a tie, it actually goes to a no. The motion fails. And so the vote was Gov't and Driscoll were yes. Councilmember Gov't, Councilmember Driscoll voted yes. And then Councilmember Floyd and Councilmember Corey Gibbons Jr. said no. Now, some of the main reasons for the no vote, Councilmember Floyd, he said he felt that the conversation had drifted from the original municipal model because, again, it's his business item. It's something that he's bringing. He's looking for information.
So that wasn't his vision.
That wasn't his vision.
Yeah, his vision is the city owning it.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to say. They had 9 or 10 examples,
yeah,
and almost all of them are closed.
Yeah.
Only maybe 1 or 2 still remain open. And that's because they didn't do the co-op model, which makes you have a base.
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts your business with people who are ready to spend money in it from day one, because they're member owners.
So okay, go ahead.
No, you got it.
So what was the other no?
The other no was the other reason why he said he wanted more discussion and clarity before he supported. And then I talked to him actually last night. He called me and he was like, I had just 2 more questions, but we ran out of time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I could have just got these answers for these 2 questions, then we may have been able to move it forward. But we'll talk about why he had to vote in a second. And matter of fact, the second is up. But because of the way that it was framed, the way the conversation was going, Councilmember Gov't made a motion
to make the vote.
To make the vote. And so when she said, I move that we forward this resolution, Councilmember Floyd, from what he said, he didn't have the information that he needed in that moment to be able to say yes to the co-op. So that was his reason for saying no. It's like, I need more information and I don't have the information. And because this motion was made, I got to vote. And if I got to vote, I got to vote no. And so that becomes a conversation of like, okay, well, Councilmember Gov't, were you reading the room? Because if you read the room, this is another one of them political things. When you on that dais and you have an item and you're trying to get votes, you up there counting votes because you are one and you need 4 others with you, and you counting to see your other 4.
I thought the votes was there though. I thought they were.
We thought the votes were there too.
Okay, so because the committee, if it's voted yes, then it goes
to the full council.
So okay,
this
is why I had. So okay,
it's a preliminary step.
And I like the 2 people that voted no, but I'm finna call bullshit. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna give you the reasons. I'm gonna give you the reasons. So that was one of the reasons. And
real quiet.
Yeah, you taking it in. And I'm doing this for the benefit of people who were not there, right? And so because there was a lot of people asking me the stuff that I'm saying, and that's why I spent the time.
So what Corey said? What was Corey?
So Corey said he wanted more collaboration. He said he didn't want to put all of our eggs in one basket. He mentioned charity models like Positive Impact, and even though co-ops are economic engines, he said that he supports seed funding for mixed-use hubs. And ironically, that's exactly what we're doing. But long story short is he has 2 different constituencies in the room at this moment, right? And he was appealing to one of his constituencies. That's what I take from it. You know what I mean? Because you got the we call it charity model. They don't like when we say charity because food is a human right. I get it.
Yes,
I understand that.
Food justice and all that. And we all
but for the layman person,
we can unite with that.
But for the lay person, you got somebody that's giving away food and somebody that's gonna sell food.
Y'all looking at my face.
Okay,
so go ahead, so I can say because
and he was leaning heavily towards supporting the charity model. Again, don't have another way to say it. And he was like merging the 2, and that was flawed logic because these are not comparable.
Before we move forward, so I'm gonna say this.
Mr. J, can we take a little longer? Let's hit Mr. J up.
We need 10 minutes.
No, I can't. I got something. I got to take the kids to school. Okay, so BS. And only reason why I'm calling it BS is because this is the first step. So if you semi-agree with it, I vote yes, and this for me to vote. So no, and then what happens for me to vote yes again on the committee? This is what I need from you. So
listen, that's my dog. Come in like that. We didn't even check this up.
I think we can go.
We can go. That's how we feel.
Yeah, you're right.
Like at this point,
because this is the first step.
And don't call me afterwards and tell me what could have made me. No, because this is the step. If you believe in it a little bit, push it through, so then it still has a chance of life. And then when it's the committee, and be honest, stop lying. If you didn't agree with it, just say that. And then move forward. And you can say you don't have to agree with everything that I'm doing, but don't BS us. Don't call us after the vote and say like, oh yeah, I would have did this and this. No, because you still want me to support you. Be honest.
Yeah, and you're right. You're right, because there's another opportunity to get that, have that conversation, and it'll go to full.
So no, and listen, call me later because I know I might get a phone call. I'm still gonna stand on what I say. BS is BS, and this is the politician that people don't like. Like, you come show your face. But listen, you don't have to agree with me on every step.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't believe in it, just say that. But don't
But you telling me the whole time, I believe in it, I believe in it, I believe it. Then when you vote no.
And then
That's tough. That's a tough one.
She right.
Yeah.
And then you give me some BS answer. Why I needed 2 more answers. No, you didn't, because you know what? You know that it had to go through the committee to get the council.
Yeah.
And you know what? You could have said after that, hey, I'm voting yes, but for me to vote yes on council, this is what I need from you.
Kiana is going to represent us in all matters.
Thank you.
So
she is now the official spokesperson.
If y'all have a problem, call Q.
Yeah.
And I just want to say
right. Thank you.
I really want to say this. I appreciated getting a call from Corey last night.
Yeah.
Right, about this.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with his vote.
Yeah.
Right. I let him know the reasons I didn't agree. He let me know the reasons, and we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we want. We
yeah.
want to have these open lines of communication,
yeah,
even when we don't agree. But my thing is, it seems as if these two organizations have been pitted against each other,
yeah,
when there is no competition,
yeah,
when the business model doesn't call these competitors.
And that's the other part about being a council member too, because you're going to have constituencies that come in with certain mindsets
and make it adversarial.
Yeah, when it don't have to be. And so that's the discernment that you have to have as a council member with multiple constituencies. You have to be able to say, well, wait a minute, I hear what you're saying, but this is different from that. Like, what they're doing is different from what you want to do.
There's another agenda item.
There's another agenda item that we can address this on, but this item right here, I'm supportive of, and you support it. Go ahead.
So, question. Is it if I support this model, I can't support another model?
No, but
not that.
But
so like
but what
you saying that is I vote yes for this
but
it's all or nothing.
But yes, it's the traditional divide and conquer.
Yeah,
it's the traditional mindset of fighting over resources.
Yeah, scarcity.
Right? It's the idea of scarcity. Yeah. And if they do that for them, they can't do nothing for me.
Yeah, and
that's the mindset that we have to change.
And then we also have to understand too. This goes back to almost like that Trump conversation that you were saying, because what happens is they're saying, well, if I do it for you, then what I'm gonna say to the person over here? You tell them I did it for you because I believed in you. Yeah. That's the difference between the way we see politics and the way you see Trump and them seeing politics. They don't care if you come back to them and say, well, you did it for your people, but you ain't do it for our people.
They be like, so what?
They be like, so what? I'm serving my people. These are the people who voted for me. You didn't vote for me. So I'm doing what they want me to do. But in our mind, we thinking, well, if I do it for you, then I got to do it for them. They don't think like that.
That's why we get
part of the thing that holds us back. The crazy part is you won't do it for me, but you'll end up doing it for them.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. And that's right where we stand. That's what I said, because I'm like,
I don't like it. Sorry.
One community called a stray yesterday.
We did.
And that stray bullet did hurt. We had to go back. We got to regroup.
It's a flesh wound, though.
We need y'all to support. We need to come out of this stronger than ever.
Yeah. That's
right. Looking to January, because like this was one of the last times we could talk about it this year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So next year.
In that committee.
So next year we need to be more powerful than ever, right?
And we will be.
And I really thank Madam President for everything she's done. She's doing great work. Standing on the principles, the co-op principles, the 7 co-op principles. Google this stuff, y'all. Please just don't take our word for it. This is a model that's worldwide, that's all over America. Yeah. And we are now a part of it. And this is a successful model where businesses are lasting 50 years.
Yeah.
Right, this is such a successful model.
The Detroit Food Commons just opened up, and they're doing what, $80,000 a week?
Yes, and that's our big brother.
Yeah,
we are standing shoulder to shoulder.
My cousin a part of the she is.
Yeah, tell her to call in. I want to hear their experiences, because to me it looked like a black-owned Publix.
Yeah,
right. I've been there.
Yeah, you went to the
I've been there several times. Yeah, I love.
Shout out to Malik Yanni, the founder of that, man.
Yes, Baba Malik. Yeah, but thank y'all so much. We down to 1 minute.
So last thing that I'll say is this, and you really hit it spot on. That no vote wasn't a no for us; it was a no to them. And I know the conversation is going to continue, because there's some other nuances that's going to have this conversation back in there that we didn't get into. But I think you got.
They say they need us to do a longer show.
Okay, y'all just got to tune in earlier.
We might get up early at 7 o'clock. But before I would say we might one day. But I will tell you, just because
we do have more time, we just don't use it.
Thank y'all for that. We got to get out of here. But just because, like, I don't agree with what you did, I don't dislike you.
Oh yeah,
thank you. And
let me say that.
And even if I post and I talk about you in a post about something about you, that don't mean I don't like you.
Yeah,
that mean I'm bringing up an issue that needs to be talked
about.
I'll
tell you this though, this is what accountability looks like. When people say, "How do you hold them accountable?" Like this is what we're doing. Like we're gonna let the community know where you stood or where you stand by your actions, not by your words, not by the lip service, but what your actions are. And your actions and your words, we hope that they match. And in this instance, they didn't match, and so we just naming that, not to shame or blame, but just to be like you represent us, and in that moment. You didn't have our back.
Back at the table with our sleeves rolled up to do the work.
But I gotta go get kids. But yeah, so all right, yeah, this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
That's it. All right, so I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr.
Up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
Shout out around the house. We out, y'all.
Bing bing.